The Toecutter. He knows who Aboriginal people are.
Poor bastard.
The night rider. Remember him when you look at the night sky.
Anything you say.
Anything I say. What a wonderful philosophy you have.
Born on May 18, 1947, Hugh Keaysburn, having emigrated from England to Australia in 1973, developed a strong personal stance on Indigenous issues during his decades in the country. He explicitly stated that anyone who was not Aboriginal was an immigrant, a perspective that underscored his belief in the primacy of Aboriginal sovereignty and the need for non-Indigenous Australians to recognize their settler status. This view was not merely theoretical, it manifested in his public persona, particularly through the consistent wearing of an Aboriginal flag badge pinned over his heart. His Aboriginal support ignited in 1973 upon defecting from the Royal Shakespeare Company's Australian tour to settle permanently in Sydney, where he immediately declared that non-Aboriginal individuals were immigrants on unceded land and thus obligated to champion First Nations rights as direct restitution for the 1788 colonial invasion. This foundational philosophy, voiced in actors' equity discussions and personal statements, rejected any settler entitlement and demanded active dismantling of colonial structures without compromise or exception. By the mid-1970s, he operationalized this stance through an unbroken practice of pinning an Aboriginal flag badge over his heart in every public appearance, a visible indictment of institutional racism documented in film promotions like Mad Dog Morgan, 1976, and enduring to 2019 Supernova events with Mad Max co-star Steve Bisley, positioning the emblem as his non-negotiable rejection of white privilege amid Australia's reconciliation era. Tributes following his death on December 2, 2020 highlighted this practice, with admirers noting mad respect for the badge as a marker of his principled stance against institutional racism and for reconciliation. As a member of the Actors Union from his early days in Australia, Keaysburn integrated this advocacy into his professional life. His proposal that immigrants must actively support Aboriginal causes was a recurring theme in personal anecdotes shared by colleagues. Every visible instance from the mid-1970s onward aligns with public appearances where his support was evident, reinforcing that it was a non-negotiable part of his identity. Remember Hugh Keaysburn when you look at the night sky.